like it here. Let me make it super clear, you know I like it here. A whole new stratosphere, you know I like it here. Yeah, the vibe is super clear, you know I like it here. A whole new stratosphere, you know I like it here. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? What is up? This is crazy. Um, we here. Day one of something that's going to be special for a long time. Um, Chat 111, day one of Chat 111. I can't express to y'all how happy I am for this opportunity. Um, it's so crazy because I just started this like last night because I was like, I want to I want to do my consistency, but I think I should do something with meaning. And I just thought of, at first it was going to be Chat 100. And I was like, I want it to be deeper than that. And so I thought of Chat 111. And the reason why is because I want to dedicate, hold on, okay. I wanted to dedicate this stream project to my late brother, Jared Chapman, because his birthday was his birthday was January 1st, 1988. So, it's no better way to do something special and meaningful to um, to do this, and to do something. My first project, it might as well do it dedicated to my brother. So, um, I decided to do it. And so Chat 111 is going to be its own. There won't be a Chat 111 part two. There won't be a Chat anything. So this is its own unique entity, and it's never going to be replicated, duplicated, any of that. Okay? So that's why I like this, because it's going to be one of its own, and it's never going to be done again. I do welcome y'all to Chat 111, day one. Okay, y'all see the emblem. So we gonna have this emblem just so y'all know that this is a special, um, a special streaming project. Right now it says that we're at 24 subscribers. That is incorrect. Okay, that is incorrect. That's not right. So what we gonna do? We gotta change it. And guys, we went from 24 to 28 subscribers. That's big. That's big. I was just, so all day, early this, for last 2 hours, I just did my trailer of, not even like a trailer, but just like hey, this is before Chat 111, and then I'm going to do an after on Chat 111. It's gonna be big. Obviously accomplish um I look to accomplish a lot of things right now. With Chat 111, I look to definitely hit 1,000 on YouTube. Uh, I think it's gonna be special. I hope to get to, um, I reached the limit of 3,000 um, watch hours, all of those things. I'm trying to eclipse everything, and it starts with me just trying to be me from the day one, and just keep building. There's a couple more things I still got to do. I forgot to put my chat on my screen, but we're gonna do all those things. That's why each and every day we're gonna be building a team. We're gonna be building people coming together. All of these things is going to make this so special, is because the entry and the people hopefully that comes along on this journey. Even if I got to do it myself, I'm willing to do it. Okay? Um so it's all of those things. I just want to just welcome you guys to Chat 111. Okay? So, now that we got the first monologue out the way, um I want to just speak to a lot of things, man. Right now, I'm looking at a space now where I didn't understand. I didn't see myself like I'm starting to see more things. Like I started this July 23rd with no inkling of where this is possibly going to go, and just seeing people react to my live streams, and my, because I clip it, right? I'm not the best editor, I'm not the best clipper, but I wanted something where I can repeatedly do. And so I created this like system where it's just 20 seconds of anything that I'm saying. I put the caption on it, and people are very receptive to it, right? I think I was just telling myself, like, I have just not to toot my own horn, but I just have just a really observatory perspective where I look at the world and I just give my take on it, from no bias standpoint. I'm open to be wrong. I'm open to be corrected. I'm humble to never feel like I'm better than anybody. I always believe a person like me, I always have space to grow. That's just me. That's always gonna be me, and that's never gonna change with no increase of money, with no increase of any type of property, whatever assets. I am always gonna be me because I know me at the deepest of deepest levels. Um, I think it's just a special moment now, because I see so much things. I see so many opportunities. I just see so much for myself in which I'm building. I just can't, I just got to keep stacking these days up. These are going to be just special days, man, because like I said, this is won't be no 24/7 stream. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't have the capacity, because if I'm working behind the scenes and clipping and doing all these other things, I won't be able to. How can I have time to? You know what I mean? It would make more sense if I had like an editor or a clipper, and then like all my stuff gets repurposed, and like then I can see. But I can't do that. So we gotta make what we got, and we gotta do things, work with people. Hopefully, my goal is to get some type of brand or partnership by the end of this. I don't know. We're just doing we're throwing all ideas at the wall, right? Um, and I just like I said, I made a couple videos that I'm gonna send out to Instagram. Just pretty much telling people I'm looking for people to grow with, looking for sponsorships, and the big thing is like, yo, if y'all invest into me early like Bitcoin, yo, this could be a special partnership. This could be for anybody that's willing to grow. Like, we have something special to build on. Because I would feel some type of way to be like, oh well, now you're at 100,000. Let's talk. Like, nah. Why you ain't see me when I only had 100 followers? Why you ain't believe in me then? You know what I mean? Because I like people. I can see potential in people. Now, people still have to live up to their expectations, but I think with me is like, if I see some good in somebody, I'm gonna always invest my time. You know what I mean? And that's all I just want out of people, that we just got to meet eye to eye. You know what I mean? Because the good thing about me is long-term partnerships matter. You know what I mean? Because I can just cut these deals and all this stuff, obviously when I make it or whatever. But let's do it now, because then I know that you really care about the potential of me and the full of me. The full entity of me. A lot of people want to wait till you get big and then now, oh, you can help us out. Nah, see me now. See me for what I am now, and then we can talk about stuff later. Okay. Um, I'm glad to make sure I good thing cause sometimes I be not checking and I'm just yapping and I don't want to do that. Uh, I don't know, man. I think I'm at a point now where um, I want to just grow and just keep growing. Um, and so it's going to just take some time. All of this stuff is going to take time. You know, all of this stuff is just going to take patience um, and a lot of work. You know, I'm open to it though. You know, I'm really open to it, and it's going to just be just a lot of resilience, a lot of resilience, a lot of challenging days, and no matter what, it's just going to keep going. 111 days is going to be big. Um, you know, right now, from I already did the math. It's supposed to be from today till December 5th. I want to do. I don't. I'm not. I don't plan on missing one day. I really don't. Even if it got to be for 20 minutes, hour or two, like I don't want to miss a day. Also, CHAT 11. If I even if it's just if it says day one, there might be a part two of the day one. Okay, um, it's not gonna always just be day one and that's it. Like there might be a part two, part three. I might stream 3 times in that day. Um, so I just want to just keep continuing this. Um, I hope I hope CHAT 111 just changed my life. That's all I'm I'm pushing this with the intention for this to be life changing, and I'm able to do this for a living, and you know, I I've sold this time, time and time again. Like I was so hesitant about streaming because I still do music, and I didn't want this to be in the way of that, but I knew that as I'm seeing things and seeing how the world is shifting, that um, I want to incorporate who I am, my personality, anything that just requires just who Josh Chapman is, like you're gonna get all here. The people that I meet, all the things that I'm gonna just come in contact with. I just feel like, you know, I'm just open to just showing just those parts of me. I think, I think we're just moving in a world where, you just have to just show your life, and that's fine, because I think that we all have something special to give, and if you're just open to just being honest about things and always having just the courage to just say something, even if it might not be, um, it might not rub people the right way. I mean, you have to say truth. Now, obviously, it has to be within barriers and boundaries of not offending people. But I think there's just a teeter tatter of honesty, Um, everybody got something that they stand for, I don't want to say everybody, but on a bouncing probability, a lot of people do. And you got to beat things with what you do like and what you don't like. So it's just this interesting space that I'm in, right? And I think that it's who you are. So for so long, I think a lot of people are still trying to buy into the old model of how society used to be, where they had the keys to, you know, who's going to be the bright star and who's not. Like everything is kind of even now, right? You don't have to have a certain image. You don't have to be a certain age to fit a certain criteria. Like it's all about what you bring and who you are and the personality that you want to consistently give. Like that's what people are invested into, and that's what I'm just open to now being on this platform is like, um, the more I did research on it, the more I stepped into it, the more I started enjoying it. So, it's just all these learning curves, right? Getting my nose itching, my fault, y'all. Um um it's all about all of those things. And so I just want to just constantly just be a person that just give advice. And I just see so many people that just resonate with my advice on TikTok, man. You know, you just see so much stuff on TikTok that is, or Instagram, that's just like, it's rubbish. It's just stuff that's just not, that's, I want to make positive things cool, right? I want things that are honest in a cool way, and it might be slower than others. And, you might not have to say things like, I always want to do something where I know that obviously, like, there's gonna be things I rub people the wrong way, but then it's just a little, it's just from an honest place, and it's from a loving place. Um, I know that I'm open to evolving too. I know that with a lot of attention comes responsibility. Holding myself to a certain standard. I built myself for this. I've watched people's careers, the way people handle themselves. I've learned from so many people, and I've learned to not say like, oh, let me not do that. Let me not do this. Let me do research on these certain people, because you want to be aware of a lot of things, because it lets you know that you're always looking to learn. And a person like me is like, I think it's just, I have just so much to give, so much. Um, and I used to be just very hesitant about it, you know what I mean? Because I just think that a lot of people are are just looking for just BS, man. A lot of people just looking for just drama and gossip, and but I want to be me. I know that drama's gonna come this way in the streaming world, where people talk about each other, and people can't find other things to do. People have to talk a certain way. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's seeping into your real world. It's, people have certain feelings. They might not say online, but they might feel a certain way. So, it's so many things I'm still learning, how to move through this space. Hopefully, like I said, I collab with people that are on the same page and on the same waves. Like, I'm just trying to work with people across. I'm not trying to, oh, let me jump to you and what can I do? Like, I understand what it takes. I understand that a lot of people at the higher levels, they might not respect you, or they might not like you. Like, a lot of people are just on very um a lot of people are just materialistic. A lot of people just see you for what you got, and then want to try and resonate with it. There's not a lot of honest people out in this world, right? There's not a lot of people that just be like, oh, because you're this person, now I want to work with you. Like, but you didn't want to work with me when I was a nobody. Like, a lot of people are like that, and you have to accept that, right? um but also be aware of it. Peep it. um there's just a lot of people that I've come across where people are just grounded and just real and authentic. Like, because it's so much, it's rumors and like things that people say, and it's funny because a lot of people have the courage to say it behind the internet, right, or behind a fake screen or a fake profile picture, but will never have the gall or the courage to say it, in a person's face. So that's why I always say, if you don't have the courage to say it in a person's face, don't say it offline. Don't say it online. If you don't have the courage to say it offline, don't say it online. I've always preached that, because you run into so much BS. You run into so much drama. And then a lot of people are like, oh, it's just for, like, don't don't start backing up just because somebody really like, and that's just me, like, like, I know when I'm gonna come across people that are, you know, backstabbing and untrustworthy and all these things, like, but in the same breath you have to reach, in order to find people, you have to be vulnerable. In order to do things, you have to be vulnerable to be hurt. And it sucks, but it's just the way of life. You can't be guarded and expect people to still want to be around you. It repels people, when you are too guarded, right? Because you want people to that you trust, but there's a certain openness that you have to give in order to have your trust broken. And a lot of people have, everybody just changes, man. And I think we put too much thought into it and too much effort in. And I've, just with even within this past month, I've been backstabbed, betrayed in ways that I never thought would even be possible. People having certain ways or certain just philosophies that I just don't align with. And it's okay. There's expiration dates with people that you might not just align with, and that's okay. I think that we put too much expectations on things and people, right? And so the more that we just kind of get closer to just accepting people, accepting flaws, and knowing whether you should move accordingly or you stick with the person. It's those two decisions you have. A lot of people aren't going to see it that way, but it's all about what you are planning to do, and what you can create. So but let's move to something else. I did say I want to do things differently, and we're going to do things differently. Let me do something really quick. I'm already seeing people liking the stuff. I appreciate y'all. Let me check. Let me just check to see something. See if there's anybody. I don't got nobody, but that's okay. Like I said, there's no expectations until I just keep going and keep being consistent. So let's do this. So guys, I did say I want to learn a new language. Okay, that's what we gonna do. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I said it. I'ma stick with it. Do y'all think I should continue where I was just at? Cause I am further along. I want to start early. I want to start because I haven't done this in a while. I got 5 hearts. It's cause I don't got the super. I will get that eventually, but I want to start fresh. I don't know. I don't know if this is. So let's. No. Let's get back. Let's get back. All right. Okay.
Gato.
Yeah. Let's do that. Pero.
Perro.
Okay.
Agua.
Okay. Milk.
Leche.
Leche. Okay. Go.
Gato.
Leche.
Perro.
Uh,
Agua.
there we go. Hey man, we on fire.
Perro.
Let's go.
Agua.
We're gonna go agua.
Mamá.
We gonna learn though. We gonna learn.
Papá.
Papá. Gato.
I know it looks. See, I'm sorry, but we gotta start fresh because
Perro.
I haven't done this in a while, so I do wanna
Mamá.
get better at it, and we will.
Leche.
Gato.
Dang it! I don't know why I put that. My fault. Dude, should we do a little harder? Do a little harder. Man, you want to go for 50? We can go for a 50-day streak. You can go for a 50-day streak. You can do that. All right. Let's continue. All right, I'm gonna try and do. Haven't done it in a while.
La chaqueta roja.
Okay.
Lily está en una tienda de ropa con su amiga Sari.
Okay.
Esta tienda es muy cara.
Okay.
Sí, la chaqueta roja es perfecta.
There we go.
Sari. Me encanta este color. Sari, quiero comprar esta chaqueta.
Compare.
Sari. ¿Qué? La chaqueta cuesta $500.
Yeah.
¿Qué? Sari, tú no necesitas una chaqueta nueva. Pero, Lily, hoy es mi cumpleaños.
Cumpleaños.
Ah, sí.
I'm surprised I'm
Y
getting this
tú
right.
eres mi mejor amiga. Sí, y el regalo perfecto para mí es una chaqueta barata.
Will be a cheap jacket. I knew it. Dang it. I knew it. I knew it. Dang it. Dang it. I can't believe I got that right. Got 83%. Got 83%. It's not bad. It's not bad. We gonna keep going until we get to 40.
Welcome to Falstaff's Guide to Humans, where I explore the strange world of humans. Before we begin, here are some words you should know.
Aquí. Maleta. chaqueta, tranquilo, maleta, tranquilo.
Okay.
I'm Falstaff, and today I overheard two humans packing for a trip.
Okay.
Javier, ¿dónde está tu maleta?
Yo tengo mi maleta aquí.
Tu pasaporte está aquí también, ¿verdad? Tu pasaporte está aquí también, ¿verdad? Tu pasaporte está aquí también, ¿verdad? Tu pasaporte está aquí también, ¿verdad?
Sí, yo tengo mi pasaporte. Gracias, Valeria. Sí, yo tengo mi pasaporte. Gracias, Valeria. Sí, yo tengo mi pasaporte. Gracias, Valeria.
Okay.
Tu chaqueta está aquí también.
Ay, mi cargador no está aquí.
Tranquilo, Javier. Yo tengo tu cargador.
Gracias, Valeria.
Oh, dang it. I guess I gave
Humans need so many things just to leave their den. A bag, a jacket, a passport, a charger. I just walk out of the cave with my fur and claws. Simple and efficient. Thanks for listening to Falstaff's Guide to Humans. Until next time.
Hey man, we it's been a while, but we getting there. Don't this cost though? Don't this cost? I think that costs.
Yo tengo tu pasaporte.
Let me see if all right.
Maleta.
Tímido. Tímido. Hijo. 1. Tímido.
Okay.
Sí, tu maleta está aquí.
Oh. Aquí. Tu pass.
Pasaporte. Aquí.
Tu maleta está aquí.
Okay. I can't believe we're getting all this right.
Maleta. Aquí.
Aquí.
Tía. Tía.
1.
Hija.
1.
Hija. Tía.
Luis, tu pasaporte está aquí. Aquí.
Sí, yo tengo mi pasaporte.
Sí, yo tengo mi pasaporte. There we go.
María, tu maleta está aquí.
I just don't know the accents. Maleta.
Yo tengo mi maleta aquí. Aquí.
Yeah.
Mi pasaporte está aquí.
I don't know to relax. Relax. Okay, red line. Hello. Yo, Tango me. Yeah. Okay, I think. Wow. I can't believe that. Okay. Okay, we're here.
Get more with Super Dual Link.
I can't believe we're getting that right. That was good. That was good. Let's see what's next. I don't know what's next. I want to first let's do this. This probably be just part 1. Let's probably kind of write down a couple things for part 2. I want to get a couple clips from here, and then we'll stack. All right. So I do appreciate y'all for checking in. This is the first day. Every day I'm just hoping and praying that my subscribers just keep going up from every single day. And everything just keeps building. This is very special. So I wanna keep building. I wanna keep building. Okay? Alright. See y'all either tomorrow or later on today. Alright?